they thought I would break and just accept the humiliation, letting it settle in my gut until I forgot about it. But the day I opened my credit statement and saw a charge for $100,000, I knew I would never forget flights to Iceland, luxury hotels and private tours, all with my sister's name on every receipt I showed. The bill to my mother, my voice calm even though my hands were shaking. She looked at me, laughed, and said she deserves it. You're just jealous. That was the moment something inside me died. The son who wanted his mother's approval, the brother who tried to protect his sister, the man who believed family meant loyalty. That man didn't survive her laugh. I remember a time when loyalty still meant something. I was 22, working 2 jobs and putting every cent into the mortgage so we wouldn't lose the house. After my father passed away, Mom said, "You're the man of the family now." I believed her. I paid the bills, kept food on the table, and gave up vacations, relationships, and my youth. All the while, my sister grew up spoiled on my money. She learned to spend money the way other kids learned. To ride a bike, my mom defended every one of her splurges. She's young. She deserves it. I thought one day they would see me, appreciate me, maybe even love me like I loved them, but $100,000 on my card destroyed that illusion. The betrayal didn't scream at first, it whispered. My card was swiped when I hadn't used it, a booking confirmation that wasn't mine, a receipt tucked into the trash. Her name was glowing like a taunt. I confronted my mom, hoping it was a mistake, hoping she would say she didn't know. Instead, she smirked. Family shares, don't they? That's when I understood I wasn't family. I was their bank, their safety net, their fool. So I stopped being a fool. Revenge isn't rage. Rage burns hot and fast. Revenge is cold and measured, a game of patience. I sat down with my card and began to plan. I studied the mortgage papers. My name was the only one on the deed. I had paid every single installment. Every dollar was mine. I spoke to a lawyer, calm and precise, with no emotions, just signatures. Within 3 weeks, the house was on the market. Within 6 weeks, it was sold, a clean and final cash transfer. While they were relaxing in Icelandic hot springs, sipping champagne, bought with my credit, I packed my life into 2 suitcases. I left their clothes, their photos, their trinkets, exactly where they were, as if setting a stage. Then I changed the locks. The day they came back was a real show. I watched from across the street in Boston as the taxi pulled up. My sister was dragging overpriced luggage. My mother was wrapped in a fur coat she could never afford. Their laughter echoed, carefree, until the key failed in the door. I could hear the rattling from where I stood once, twice again, louder and more panicked. Then my mother's voice, sharp and cracking. "What the heck? Why doesn't it work?" I crossed the street, every step slow and deliberate. They saw me, and their confusion turned to dread. "What did you do?" my sister hissed. I smiled, a small, calm smile. "I sold it." Their faces collapsed. No script could have prepared them for this scene. Mom lunged first, yelling about betrayal, about family. The words sounded poisonous in her mouth. "You can't do this," she spat. "I already did," I said. My voice was steady, almost gentle. My sister's courage cracked into tears. "Where are we supposed to go? Not my concern," I replied. I let them feel it, the weight of loss, the taste of helplessness, the way I had felt for years. My mom tried one last jab. "You'll regret this. You'll die alone." I leaned in close enough for her to see I meant every word, better alone than used. The beauty of revenge isn't in the act, it's in the silence that follows. I didn't yell. I didn't gloat. I simply turned and walked away. While they stood stranded on the porch of a house that wasn't theirs anymore, I never looked back. In the weeks that followed, they called. First they were angry, then begging, then quiet. I didn't answer. I let the silence carve the truth into them. I owed them nothing. For the first time in my life, I slept without a weight on my chest, no debt, no leash, no laugh echoing in my ears. People ask if I feel guilty if leaving my own family without comfort haunts me. It doesn't. What haunts me is how long I let them take advantage of me before I finally cut the cord. They thought I would always play my role, the provider, the doormat, the forgotten man holding everything together. But I wrote a new ending, one where the fool becomes the executioner. And as the lock clicked shut behind me that night, I understood something simple. Sometimes to save yourself, you don't just walk away from family, you make sure there's no door left for them to follow you through.